Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined now by Peter Baldacci, who is a Penobscot County Commissioner, and you've served in that role for 36 years now.
This is the end of this year will be my completion of 36 years as a county commissioner.
That is incredibly impressive, and you have maintained that seat by running for re-election every 4 years throughout that time period. But you've made the big decision not to run for re-election this June.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what went into that decision?
Well, my primary job has been, in my profession, has been as an attorney in Bangor with a firm, initially Truji and Baldacci, that we founded, and then on my own individually. And I basically retired from my law practice the end of the last year. Still have a remaining year as a county commissioner, which I intend to complete. At the time, it was time to retire. I also, our family has grown to have 3 grandchildren that I'd like to spend more time with, and my own children and daughter and son-in-laws. So it comes at a time I feel like I've had a good run. I've been able to accomplish things, I believe, with the work of the other commissioners that I've served with. So it comes at a good time. It's time for a change.
That's fantastic, yeah, and spending more time with family is always important. And you mentioned some of the accomplishments so many accomplishments over the span of more than 3 decades now. What are some of the ones that you're most proud of?
It's hard to pinpoint a few, but I will say when I started, the Penobscot County Courthouse was the home of the Superior Court, the Maine Superior Court, and our meetings for the counties were in the first floor of the building. The courts made a momentous decision to leave the historic county building and build their own courthouse on Exchange Street. That was a major change. That the Superior Court had been there since the beginning of the county, at least almost 200 years. So that was an opportunity to, when they moved out, to look at the entire building and see if we could bring it into the modern era. And we literally went through the building from the ceiling to the basement and renovated, increased our insulation, put in new windows, and modernized the building to be a very good government center. We didn't want to have the building vacated. We wanted to have that being a living, historic building that people still had access to. So that was quite a transformation to do that building, and I'm very proud of how that building has been improved and now can last another 50 years or 100 years. So that was a big thing at the time.
Something else right now that the Commission is looking at is how to spend all this ARPA funding that has been dispersed, and what are some of the ways that you all in the Commission are looking at spending that money right now?
Okay. That is very significant. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Under the American Recovery Plan, the allocation of money from the federal government was based on county population. And New England counties are not as powerful as the rest of the country, but we're treated the same as every county in the United States. Penobscot County is the 3rd largest county by population in Maine. We received, based on that, $29.5 million from the federal government to use to help with people, nonprofits that were harmed by the COVID epidemic, and also things that could help the community recover, and really one-time funding to do things that we couldn't afford to do.
36 years of serving Penobscot County, Mr. Baldacci, so thank you for joining us today to reflect on your service, and thank you for your service.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to serve the citizens of Penobscot County. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, and stay with us. Your full forecast is coming up.